check.
Clear.
What radio channel?
100.
100.
Radio check.
Doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. Literally, what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up when you have your radio, like rifleman loadout. Just take 2 steps towards the side, like under sandbags there, and just stand over there and take a knee.
User joined your channel.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, take a knee and... Oh, someone's wearing a big backpack. That's not the right one. Mr. Snow, take the right one, please. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
You said rifleman one?
Yep, rifleman default. Plain, boring rifleman's.
User disconnected from your channel.
Little new,
Scroll wheel.
Oh,
just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. It should be between Grenadier and Medic. Yep, you got it.
Yep, I got it, sorry.
Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little game called Drop That Weight because we're gonna be walking / running a lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the following items on the floor. Drop your helmet, drop your combat goggles, drop your night vision devices if you have any, drop your weapon, drop your backpack, drop your armor. Is there anything in there? Nope. From your combat uniform, drop your morphine, drop your epi, drop your chem lights, drop your magazines.
User joined your channel.
Any
So
special?
the item that you should have is your earplugs, your map tools. If you have any, drop the following devices. You should have a map. You should not have a GPS or a whatever device listed as second slot. You can have your radio if you want to, I don't care. You can have your compass because you might need it, and you can use your micro dagger if you need it as well. So that should be your equipment as far as the bottom row goes. Anyone have any weird stuff there? Sweet. Alright, then what we're gonna do, I see someone with a weapon still. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so now we're nice and lightweight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna teleport to... land navigation. It's the 4th option on the poll, I believe.
What the actual fuck is behind your head?
Oh God.
Alright, so on the land navigation range here,
I got
everyone
my
could
custom
just
face
form up a
on. I didn't
lovely
put that
class
on. I
circle
should've changed back
around
regular.
me, and we're gonna do it, let's see, let's just do it here, it's fine. Under the tree, I like the tree. Hey, Dion, let's see, did you pass your boot camp?
No, I haven't found a drill instructor yet.
Alright, do you know who your assigned drill instructor is?
No, not really.
Let me try to see if I can find it real quick while I do this.
Can someone talk on the radio so I know it's working?
Radio test.
Assigned drill
Radio test.
recruiter's briefing complete.
Clear.
Welcome to the
It's
cab.
not
Has not been
working
assigned
for
yet,
me.
I guess.
Radar frequency 100.
Nope. I think they will be in touch with you soon, Leon. Because I cannot allow you in the training unit until you've done your boot camp with the drill instructors, because we build up on that experience.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've
fine,
been
man.
assigned
Radio
a
check.
recruiter, but not yet a drill instructor, I guess.
Okay, yeah, the drill instructor
Nice.
will be assigned to you most likely today somewhere.
Okay,
Ow.
thanks.
Sorry, guys.
I think First Sergeant's phone just got me in the ear.
My ears.
I see an old man with tattoos all over his back.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding
See, I
from
thought
my
that was
ears.
white hair when I first.
Nope. Here, turn around. Let me see what it actually says.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, turn the head around.
It says don't tread on me.
Stay still, stay still.
I should have changed it back to stock.
It looks
faces.
like someone he went to a biker bar, really drunk as hell, and
I know, right?
some bikers had a little fun with him with a little bit of face
User
paint
left your
inside the
channel.
It was
helmet, all
Panama.
manly.
It was Panama.
Yeah, blame it on Panama.
Did you wake up in a bathtub full of ice?
No, it was in the jungle somewhere.
Did you hear the
Next
girl
to the
said,
river.
"I love you long time"?
It was a $5 thing, yes. Do you know about that?
She said she makes me so horny. I love you long time.
Those Asian hands do work.
Yeah, that's her.
It's so nice. My TeamSpeak overlay works with the radio in here, so I can see who's talking.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
That's what I'm
Sorry, guys, one
saying.
sec.
It's a free plug-in on TeamSpeak. Just get it and put it on, then it shows everybody on your screen who's talking.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Well, I got Overwolf though, but I don't feel like turning it on.
I just got me a second monitor.
That's what
Lucky bastard.
Align in between your screens.
What computer? Like what brand?
Oh, I custom built
DOS
mine.
machine.
Oh, nice.
DOS machine.
When I went down
DOS
to
3.
Boy, we about to go on war. Mm-hmm.
You're excused.
You don't pour them bean, boy.
Sorry, guys, just tech talk. Trying to save a computer here. I'm trying to think if we have a video explaining all that I want to explain real quick without wasting too much time. So, but I think not. So just take 5. Like literally, just go drink a coffee. We'll be back in 5 minutes exactly.
Roger.
Time to raid the fridge.
Partay. Partay.
I'll be in this bush if you need me.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Over here. This is my bush.
Watch out, might have crabs.
Land crabs.
Those are the dangerous motherfuckers ever.
Oh, wait till you see the size of these ants.
Hello.
See, it would be cool if they added where you could climb up in trees in this game.
Oh god.
Sit on a branch.
Sit up in a tree with a sniper rifle.
An
You
owl.
totally have campers.
Who? An owl.
Have little bush wookies up in the tree, dude, we're fucked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a whole
Where are they
different-
at? I don't see my girl. They're in the
Oh, yeah.
fucking trees. Where?
They throw thermals out. You see about
Yo.
three bush Wookiees up in a tree. A single tree.
That'd be fucking...
ISIS can't climb trees.
No, but leaf ninjas can.
That's an
Yeah,
idea.
that's what I call leaf ninjas. Those fucking leaf ninjas, those motherfuckers.
Too bad they don't have a hand-to-hand script in the game. I've wanted to duke it with another player before, just straight in the game.
They've had that in, what was it? One of these mods, they've actually had that in.
This group reminds me of Battlefield Bad Company.
How can you tap on someone's shoulder?
Interaction key.
I was wondering about that earlier. I saw it said somebody tapped me on the shoulder. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
same
hell
here.
is that?
Nobody tapped you.
So how do you do that? Go up to somebody and scroll your
Windows
mouse?
key. No, go up and hit Windows key, and then it'll say their name. Then you hit tap shoulder.
Oh, that's groovy.
Yeah. Same with the flexi cuts. You run up and just.
I must be pretty weak boned because every time I get tapped, my whole body shudders.
Yeah, same here. I weigh 20 pounds.
Oof, there he goes in the wind.
Little Jimmy.
Catch him.
Damn right, boy. We are now.
No thanks, already been there.
Been there, done that.
The scenery's nice, but the people didn't like us much.
Oh, they were yelling you back and forth. Shut the hell up, we don't speak that language. This is America.
I
User
wish it
disconnected
was.
from your channel.
I wish it was.
User joined your channel.
Tapping me on the shoulder, you're gonna break it.
Quit touching each other.
You break it, you buy it.
No kidding, quit touching each other. Jesus. The only way it could be worse if you were all running around in your underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Don't
saying
say
that.
it.
Oh god.
Too
You
late.
say worse, but you're thinking
Too late. You know, if the first sergeant comes back and sees you in your underwear, he's liable to make you stay that way for the duration of your time at 7th Cav.
Just everyone go underwear and see what he says when he comes back.
Hell no.
Alright, this is starting to look less like training and more like a circle
Alright,
jerk.
I need a pistol. This is the reason why we give our guns away. I'll tell you this right now.
I'm going way over here where you can take loadout, so in case I need a gun real quick against you
Damn
guys.
right.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'll try to
No, that's clue loadout. That ain't the actual loadout.
Oh my god, guys. What are we doing here? America's Next Top Soldier?
Might as well.
I don't know.
Might as well.
User joined your channel.
We seem to have a streaker, First Sergeant.
He's disappeared though. Like a ghost.
Not again.
Alright, so we were talking about the map and the grids. Lovely, right? We've got the if you open up your map, you can see two views. The default view is the actual satellite photo, which shows you the lovely colors of the terrain. And in the top right corner, if you click on toggle map textures, all these will be gone, like a blink of an eye. And it will suddenly become the full tactical map as you've seen it in the manuals. Of course, when you're fully zoomed out, it won't show because it's all white. But if you zoom in more at a certain zoom level, you will see the green colors, gray colors, everything appear. But for the map grids, if you fully zoom out, you can see that we have the one-digit coordinate system for your easting and your northing. Might be really hard to see, but if you move your map around a little bit by using the right mouse, then you can see there's a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 3 on the top. And on the right hand side, you've also got your 0, your 1, your 2, and your 3 to indicate your easting. Using those numbers, we can identify the grids in a two-coordinate system, also known as, let me just place it in the correct channel, wait one. Easting, northing. I went one right. I went two right. I went one up. I went two up. Doesn't matter if you add the dash or not. But I think you got the idea, right? Each of these 9 squares has a number, and it's literally how many squares did I move from left to right, how many did I go from bottom to top. Not that hard, right? Everyone see how I got these numbers?
Yes, Sergeant.
Sweet. Alright, then if we zoom in on 01, also known as the Cavalry region, at some point in time you will see that the map will suddenly divide that 10 by 10 kilometer grid into smaller grid squares. Everyone see that happen?
Oh, sir.
Yes, sir.
Zoom in more and you will see it happen at some point in time. Just zoom in until you see extra grids. Because if one person has it, then everyone has. Also pay close attention at the top of your screen, you should now see double digits instead of single digits. That also indicates that you've zoomed in close enough to actually get the 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer grid squares. These are 4-digit coordinate systems. You've got 2 numbers to indicate you're easting, 2 digits to indicate you're northing. Again, random grid squares chosen for examples. 0115. 0513. And let's see one more for reference. 0913. Let's just do another one with the continuous. 0417. Alright, everyone see how I got these 4 numbers?
Yes, sir.
Alright, again, it doesn't matter if you separate them with a dash or not. They're all the same coordinate. It's 4 numbers, 2 for left to right, 2 for bottom to top. That's how you break them up.
Are you typing them in first, Sergeant?
I'm typing them in, yeah.
Where am I going to see those at?
On the map. If you're looking at the right grid, that is.
Okay, I see them now.
Sweet. Alright, so if we zoom even closer in on Kavala area, for example, the one I'll surround by 4 dots. So if we zoom in on that square, that 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer square in Kavala, then at some point in time you will see again Arma 3 helps you out, and bam, there's 10 new squares for you. Subdividing it again, showing you 3 coordinates for left to right and 3 coordinates for bottom to top. Everyone see that happen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
This is the 6-digit coordinate system, and it gives you more accuracy as this is 100 by 100 meters. Hey, that's a lot better than 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. So now again, you can use the red. Like literally, this is the easiest one because your red cursor indicates the exact 6-digit grid. So 031127. I think everyone is able to get that coordinate quite quick. Oh, and it's not that hard even. 035124. Still no big deal. But if I tell you that I'm in a building in 036130, can someone tell me which building I'm in?
Can you repeat that, sir?
Right, so the 6-digit coordinate, I think no one has a problem finding the 3 digits for the left to right and 3 from bottom to top. But if I tell you that I'm in a building in that grid square, 036130, can someone tell me which of these buildings? Yeah, but which? Yeah, exactly, the here marker. If I tell you I'm in a building, go.
It'll be the longhouse building to the west of it, where the marker is.
We'll just play. Let's play a game.
Oh.
Just marking down what I think are buildings.
You said 035130, correct?
036130. 036. I'll even take F and G for granted. I think this is pretty much. I think this is building 2. So let's see which one in that hotel. I think. All right. So let's play a game. J. I'm not sure which one I did not do yet or did do, but. I believe this is also a building. If I'm nitpicking, I think even that might be a building. Alright, so as you can see, if I tell you that I'm in a building, you'd still be looking through a lot of houses to find me. And if I tell you I need artillery on that building, then you can, there's a high chance that you pick the wrong building on your first shot, giving the enemy crucial time to get away. Or of course you carpet bomb the sheep out of it, but that's not how we operate. Instead, what we have is the 8-digit coordinate system. Now, if you zoom in closer, you will find out that Arma 3 is being a complete peep of peep, because it will not give you the extra 10 digits, and it will not help you out by showing those numbers up top. So, using the same procedure as we did before, what you want to do is you want to guess, pretty much, it now became a guessing game, how far you are from left to right and bottom to top. You're going to add that guessing number on the end of your numbers. So, for example, if you guess that you're between 036 and 037, let's say I'm in B, which is, roughly 60% in from left to right, then I would guess that I'm in 0366, because it's 60%, and then going from bottom to top, I'm in 130 to 131, B would be roughly 70% in, so I guess it's 1307. Did everyone see how I got to B there? So
there's actually a good video out on YouTube about this for Sergeant.
All right. Yeah, well, literally, we're doing just grit reference reading. I think, I can't make it any more clear than this, and I think the only way to practice is to just by, the way I just did Bravo or B. What I want you guys to do is I'll just assign a letter to you. Please decipher the letter on the side somewhere where I can read it, and try to make it readable for me what coordinate I'm talking about. Top to bottom, 4, you've got Alpha. Gage, you've got Charlie. Summers, you've got Delta. Arc, you've got Echo, Jordan, wait, I just doubled up. Arc got Echo, Oliver gets Hotel, Scott, you get Foxtrot, Skurunuki, I hope I didn't say it wrong, gets Gamma, or G, and Snow, you get Juliet or J. They're all in the same grid, but just try to find out where you are. And just put it on the sides, or I don't even care as long as I can read it somewhere on the map.
Is that where you want it, Sergeant?
Let me see, I don't see it. Sorry. You have to make sure that you're in site chat, guys. My bad. I didn't mention that. I'm not in your group, so you have to put it in the site.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just retype it. Make sure you are in talking over site chat. So set yourself to site chat using control or comma or whatever. And then remark. Or... then it's out of my power. Alright, looks good. I see some letters coming in, so let me see. I've got this random number without a letter to it, 03611301. Whose letter is that?
Let's all guess it.
That's fine. Also, the one for A is too short. It's 6-digit, not 8.
Yeah, no, I'm fixing it.
No, it's fine. Just mentioning it. Oh man, that phone call I just got. Tech support needs to kick in really soon, so I don't think I'll be able to put in a day 4 after this.
What was that final 3 after the 6-1?
What was that, sorry?
For A that I put in earlier, 063, and then what was it? 131.
Oh, just like I said, you can use the coordinates on the top and to the right of your screen to interpolate. So if you are between 036 and 037, you're at least in 036. So the question is, how far in are you? And then you guess, at...
Like, what did I put on it? Because I'm got it typed over it.
063 by 132.
Oh yeah, that's A currently, but that's probably not right. And again, don't be afraid to make errors, because that's why we're here, trying to learn about what you do wrong and why it's wrong and such like that.
To make errors.
Yeah, but like the only way that you can get it right is by making the error, actually.
Yeah.
Because like I said before, reading the map is very important in the CAV, and so the same goes for grid references. Just to give you guys an indication of where you might use this, almost in all radio traffic, it is important to know where you are or where the enemy is, and we always want 8 digits there. Call for fire missions, always 8 digits for artillery. Mission objectives or waypoints, usually given in 8 digits.
User joined your
so
channel.
it's really important that you figure out how to read the map grid digits from the training.
it's pretty useful in real life as well.
Yep, it's also very useful in real life if you know how to interpret maps or map grids and know how to interpolate the numbers. Again, it's just something that some people might struggle a little bit more than others. Apparently, it's a genetical feature if you can do this or not.
User left your
some
channel.
people can learn it, some people cannot. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty convinced that everyone can do this at some point in their life. It just takes more practice for some than others.
After the training, if anybody wants a link to that video out there, I believe it's a 7th Cav video. It goes into this, how to cut this down. It goes really in depth into it.
It's, I think Variable shot it, or the other guy, I forgot his name, but yeah, I've seen it myself as well. It's pretty good. Might actually be part of the TO material, but I usually think that I can teach it better myself. You know, I'm kind of Alright, so I think by now everyone should have been able to do it. Let's just review them one by one and see if it's right or wrong by, you know, try to vote or whatever. So if I tell you guys A, 0363 1302. Alright, looking at the first half, which is the left to right, 0363 means it's about 30% in from left to right. Yeah, I can agree with that for A, definitely. Then the second part, 1302, that means it's about 20% from bottom to top. I'd say it's about 80% in myself, so I will put that as an 8. The actual marker for you, I'll just put it as A star, is where I expect A to be at if I use that grid reference. A star is the corrected A, as in that is where your shells would land if you call that fire mission in. So, you know, again, it's not a big deal, but it's one of the common mistakes people make, so I'm actually happy you did that. You always go left to right, bottom to top, so if you know, do it 20%, or I guess that it's 20, like a 2. The 2 itself, I can get why you got there, but just make sure you take it from bottom to top. But other than that, good. Alright, B is the one I used for example, so that's probably right. C I did not assign to anyone, or did
No, that's mine. That's Gage's.
Oh, sorry. Where's yours? Let me see, I don't see it.
Just off to the side of B there, just a little bit.
Probably in side chat, don't see it, but can you read it out?
0364 1308.
Let's see. I think you made the other typical error, which is good. Alright, so let's break it down again. So 0364 you said, right?
Correct.
Alright, that means that it would be on about halfway short from left to right, so I would expect it here. And then the other coordinate was 1308?
Correct.
So I would put C, guess I would put it right here-ish. Alright, that's where I would put your C star roughly. No, more to the left. I think roughly at 8. Like here-ish.
I see why my problem is I got my grids backwards.
Yep. No, it's fine. Literally, that's one of the other common mistakes. Like, the bigger the group is, the more likely you are to get all these common mistakes. So I'm actually happy with this, guys. Don't, you know, it's literally the other common mistake. Make sure you always go left to right, reading from the top of your screen, and then going from bottom to top, reading from the right of your screen. I know it can be quite counterintuitive, but it's kind of like math, X and Y. You first get your X coordinate, and then you get your Y coordinate, horizontal, vertical.
Can you, First Sergeant, can you tell us what the actual coordinate for C would be so I can compare it to what I have?
The one for C will be 0368 1306, I guess. Yeah, something like that.
I corrected my First Sergeant.
Something like that. Alright, moving up to Delta. The Delta coordinate currently set at 0368 1303. Again, the first part first, 0368 means it's about 80% from left to right, totally agree. The second part, 1303, 30% from bottom to top, couldn't agree more. For some people, they want to debate the last number, if it's a 3 or a 2, or if it's an 8 or a 9er. Don't. You're talking about 10 meters there. It's literally still going to be the same building, 9 out of 10 times. Like, I don't mind if you're offset by 1 digit. Like, you know, if it's a 3 or a 2, we'll debate it. The things I'll really dispute are the ones where you flip the numbers or where you're offset more than 5. You know, like, literally it's more than 50 meters away. Anything other than that is quite safe to say that you're in the right quadrant or in the right area. So that's Delta done and confirmed. Did I assign Echo to anyone? I think
yeah,
not, right?
Echo's art.
I don't see it on the map. Could you read it out?
It's bottom left. 0340 and then 1340.
0340? Wait, what? So 0340?
Yes. 1340.
I don't know. I agree with the 40%, but it's not as you put it. So it's 0364 because it's 4 out of 10 towards from left to right. And I would almost put it halfway. So I'd almost say that it's 0365 1305. Like I'd put it roughly dead center of the grid.
First Sergeant, can I just point out, whenever calling grid references, it is always 0, never O.
Yep. So 0.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry.
No, it's a good addition. Just to make sure everyone's on the same page on terminology. But yeah, I would put E as roughly dead center of the grid. So 0365 1305. Are you good with that? Like, understand how I got that?
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Alright, sweet. Let me just remove the ones that we did. Alright, let's see. Did I do hotel? Because I see that marked. Okay, hotel. So we've got 0366 1304. Again, 60% from left to right. Couldn't agree more. It's slightly to the right of half, but it's, it's good. 40% from bottom to top. Again, not disputing it. It could be a 3, could be a 4, but I'm good with that. It's the same building.
Yay.
Moving on to, I see Gamma, so G, 0369er 139er0. I hope that last one is a swap up, but the first part, the 0369er, couldn't agree more. It's 90% in, 80, 90. I'm not even going to debate that. That's good enough for me. And then the 139er0.
I was confused. Would we go 90% off of the first grid?
From the top, yeah, okay. No, yeah, exactly. It's the same mistake that we've seen, I think, on the first one. Always make sure you go bottom to top. So in this case, it would be a 0-1. So 1301. Yeah, 10%. Yep.
Okay.
And then again, make sure you put in the full coordinate and then add the 10% after that. So it's like literally what I usually do. How I get them fast is I just look at the top. I take the left number from the left to right. So it's 036 something. And I took a look at the right, it's 130 something. And then, it's...
Okay, alright.
But, that's the fast way of getting it. Alright, then for the J1, I think that's... Oh, wait. Foxtrot, because we were doing it on the top, I guess. Foxtrot, halfway from left to right, couldn't agree more. 10% from bottom to top, again, couldn't agree more, so Foxtrot is correct. For the J1, so J, 10% left to right, could be 20%, but I'll agree with that. 10% bottom to top, I'd put it at 30% myself, so I would expect a 2 there, but it's still relatively close. I would put J on the other side of the road, literally.
Just order two shells.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just order 2 shells. You know what I mean? Like, it's close, but try to really get the accuracy up by doing this more often. That's the one tip I can give you. Other than that, I hope everyone is now at least familiar with how to read the map grids. So left to right, bottom to top. For quick accuracy, you can use the red lines that you get for pointing your mouse at something. You can quickly divide it up into 4 squares in that way. So you got halfway for both. And if it's to the left of that half, it's going to be less than 5. If it's to the right, it's more than 5. If it's to the bottom, less than 5. To the top, more than 5. Does anyone need another example, or do you think you understand the grid reference system?
Understood.
Understood.
Sweet. Alright, then the actual use of this. So what we need to do proper land navigation is actually a bunch of ingredients. We'll start off with your location. You can't, or actually you need a goal. You need to get somewhere first. You want to get somewhere, regardless of where you are, you want to get to a certain point. Your objective. Your objective in the cav is usually defined as a marker on the map, a 8-digit coordinate, or general vicinity of the enemies, like where the bad guys are. Could also be a rally point or regrouping point, evac point, whatever, marker on the map or coordinates that covers 90% of all cases. So that is your first ingredient, your objective. The second ingredient is your own location. You know, you can't plot any routes, you can't do anything if you don't know where you are. How do we determine where we are? For those of you who have done the bootcamp campaign, know that there's triangulation involved. What you want to do is you want to look around in the terrain around you, like literally all around you here as well, and I want you to find something that's called key terrain features. You want to look for any of the major terrain features, hills, ridges, bridge, you know, anything like that. You want to look for any object that would catch your eye on the, you know, looking around you, for example, the windmills, that you can also find with a great accuracy on the map. So the windmills, they have their own symbol, should be easy to find. Intersections of roads, usually quite easy to spot because you can follow the road and try to figure out which one it is. Intersections between power lines and roads, forests on hilltops or bald hilltops, rock formations, houses in houses in open areas, or parks in urban areas. What you want to do is you want to literally look around you and see what you've got around you. Now, obviously, we all know where we are right now, but when you do the actual physical exercise, what will happen is you will get teleported to a random location within that big blue square that's called Land Navigation Course on your map. So, just open that up for now. The Land Navigation Course itself, big blue box. Everyone see that?
Yes, sir.
Alright, in the big blue box, you've got some objectives marked. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, you know, pretty much objectives. Quite clear where you have to go. Everyone see them? Big blue dots. Alright, those are your objectives. Now what will happen is you'll be teleported, like it's kind of like you get airborne dropped and you get lost. You're the one guy who opens his chute too late, who drifts off on the wind. I don't care what happens, you're the one guy lost in enemy territory or friendly territory. You're just lost. Like literally you lost all your stuff. You're somewhere in that blue box. That's roughly what you know, because that was the original plan of, you know, that's roughly where you are. Just draw a circle around where you crashed or whatever. You guess you're somewhere in there. Now your job is to find where you are. You can use triangulation to do that. In order to do a good triangulation, find a point of interest. For example, let's all focus on the windmills towards the northwest. How do I know it's the northwest? Open up your compass by tapping your K key. Double tap to keep it open so you don't have to press that key forever. Saves you a lot of pressing keys. Then if you face anywhere with the needle, of course you can read your compass. Is there anyone who does not know how to read a compass? Because I don't want to go over it in depth. Sweet. Alright, if I give you a bearing, you should be able to find it. So if I tell you that the windmills are at 20 or 288, does everyone agree? Well, you know, give or take a little bit because we're all standing in different positions.
Roger. Roger.
Sweet. Alright, now what I want you guys to do is while facing that lovely, how do you call it, the windmills, hit your map key once. So face it with your compass facing it and then hit your map key. At the bottom of your screen or somewhere on your screen looking at the map, you should have the compass like where you can see it, right? You should be able to see the compass. Now what you can do is you can select it and you can drag it along anywhere you like. You can pretty much drag and drop it anywhere you like. Now, if I tell you you're in the vicinity of the land navigation classroom right now, that's, you know, a lot of extra help, but I just want to save the time and get to the actual triangulation. Can someone mark me the thing that we're looking at right now? Like, where do you see windmills in the vicinity there? Yep, here. Very good. Perfect. A lot of here markers. Great. Now, what you can do is you can use the compass from the in-game. The compass will always point... No, come on. Alright, so A is the tower that we're looking at. The compass on the map will always point in the direction that you're facing in-game. So if you face it towards A, the compass on the map will point towards A. Now what you can do is you can zoom out slightly and you can you can literally drag your compass up to A with the ruler part touching the marker that you placed. Alright, does everyone have that right now?
Wait, what do you mean by ruler part?
The bottom left
on
the compass,
in this case, the bottom part is usually a ruler. It's like a long line. It's not jack. Alright. Now what you can do, especially with the new mod pack, is at the top you should see a lovely colored palette like a rainbow next to where your name is. Everyone see that? Click on the black color, just because you can. and then go with your cursor towards where the A is, and click on, I believe it's Alt click. Yeah, Alt click, I believe. So Alt left click. And as you drag, you can see, just move it around. Don't click yet. You will see a gray line trailing your every move. Everyone see that? It's kind of like a yo-yo. You can do whatever you like, but it will pretty much stick to wherever your cursor is going. Does everyone have that?
Roger.
Right, now what you want to do is you want to use this to draw a line in the general vicinity parallel to that ruler of your compass. So in my case, I would just draw a line. I'm super duper exaggerating it. I'm drawing the line till here. You can confirm by clicking again once to confirm your line. And you can see, probably we're all going to have intersecting lines here, but I hope everyone can see my example line. Everyone see the example line?
No.
Negative. Nope.
Interesting. It could be that the map tools are local, or I actually put it in side chat, so I'm not sure. It could be map tools are semi-localized. But literally, I think if everyone tries that for themselves, put it on A, drag it along your compass, and just overshoot the land nav course. Like literally, just put it towards a point far, far away. Like not too far crossing the whole map, but like a few hundred meters. Does everyone have done that?
Roger that.
Alright, now what you have is your first line for your triangulation. As you might know, you still have nothing with the one line. All you know is that you're somewhere along the line. Of course you can guess, but we're not a guessing game here. So if you exit your map, the line will still be there if you go back. And what you want to do is you want to find a point, preferably at roughly 90 degrees rotation, where you can use to identify your location again. So looking at that lovely looking at the wind towers, we've got two options. We can either go towards the southwest, looking at the hill with some trees on it.
User joined your channel.
Attention.
As you were.
Hello, Major.
Hello. Carry on.
Alright, so you can either use the hill with the forest on top of it, roughly bearing 220, or you could use the power lines running across the, well, you might have to walk slightly. You can use the compound wall. You can use, I don't know, southeast, even the little house on the prairie that we've got behind us. But the smaller the angle becomes between your actual first marker and your second marker, the less accurate your location will be. So, the bigger the intersection, the more clear it is where you are. So looking at a 90-degree angle, I vote that, I found a lovely place, which is the, let's see, I can use this point, because I'm pretty sure where I have to end up, so we use, let's say I can see this point here, like, maybe we can't, but let's say point B. Doesn't matter, it's just the purpose of the exercise. So let's say I can see point B. Maybe I can, maybe I can't, I'm not sure why I picked point B, it doesn't really matter. Now what we can do is we can again use the black marker to draw a line between point B and anywhere along the compass. So I use my alt click to press the map marker in. I draw my line down and I drag it down along the compass in a far, far, far away point, and I click once again to confirm. And what I end up is with a cross. Does everyone see get that cross for themselves?
That's affirmative.
Now if you're lucky and you did everything right the first time, then that cross will exactly mark your location. Like literally you should be able to give me an 8-digit grid on where you exactly should be standing with a high degree of accuracy. Like, you could be 10 meters off maybe on your guess, but you're definitely in that grid. I think everyone roughly knows where they are. Now, of course, because, we started off knowing that we're in the land nav classroom, but this goes for any situation in the field as well. If you want to go anywhere, you can always draw the line and
User
triangulate
left
your
your
position.
channel.
Anyone have a question about that?
Now, how do you rotate the actual compass?
You cannot rotate the compass. The only way you can rotate it is by facing a different direction in the game. So
And then it just shows the direction you're looking with the red line and the yellow.
Yep. So also the red and yellow lines indicate the way you're facing on the map. So northwest, east, west, but it will literally just keep rotating along with you in the game. All right. So any questions about the triangulation or finding your own position part of the ingredients?
Negative.
All right. Just to reiterate the ingredients, we now know where the objective is. We now know where we are. Then the next point is to determine how are we going to get there. So let's say that we found out that we're currently at just gonna mark a random spot on the map here. Let's say that I've marked, I've acquired my position to be, I'm here. Everyone see that on the map? If you zoom out south of the land nav classroom, there's a road near a hotel. And it says a marker, I'm here. Everyone see where I am?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Alright, sweet. So let's say that we have established ourselves as being I'm here. That's great. It might have took you some time to figure out where you were. And let's say that we have to go to the point Echo. How do we get there? Well, of course, the simplest way would just be, from I'm here, click on your method, click on Echo, draw the line, figure out where how much you have to rotate, and just walk that straight line. However, the likelihood of you ending up at exactly Echo are not that high for a multitude of reasons. First of all, even in the best scenario, if you walk in a straight line and you can keep your perfect heading, it works out for small distances, but the longer the distance, the greater the chance of you failing up, even by a meter or 10 meters, becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Alternatively, if you get engaged, if you had to, fire a maneuver for a little bit, you might not be able to keep track of how many paces you went to the left, to the right, to the center. The straight line theory never works, only in textbooks maybe, or by birds, I don't know. So what you want to do is you want to come up with a system of rally points or waypoints, and you want to use what they call handrails to get there. So if I'm at the I'm here marker, it would be really easy if I walked all the way up to Echo, just following the road up to Cirta, then splitting off following the power line, and then, I should be able to see it based on the forest and the hills that I see around Echo. So I would be doing, let me see if I can mark that real quick where you guys can see it. I hope I can. Does anyone see a blue line pop up soon? Wait, one. Anyone see a blue line?
Negative.
Negative.
Alright, whatever. Alright, well, pretty much, I guess you guys could think that, I can please dots, wait one. Can do it the old way. Alright, so literally I can tell you to follow the brown road down south towards point, let's call it waypoint 1. Also known as WP1. I could then tell you to follow the power lines towards the west, up to roughly waypoint 2. Note that waypoint 2 is weakly defined. It is not the exact position. Like literally it's a guess, you can tell that you're at waypoint 1 when you see two buildings marked as A and B, and you're roughly past B and still before A. That's waypoint 2. Like I said, it's weak defined, so it's not a strong point. You could also use waypoint 3 as a reference, and I could tell you to head towards the building A whenever you reach waypoint 3, which is the start of the forest, which is more clearly defined. Whenever you're at waypoint A, you should be able to see Agios Minas, which is the church, the big here marker, and if you follow the road, or literally if you start walking towards the church, you should be meeting up with Echo really shortly. Also, you should know that Echo is on top of the hill, because it's going down afterwards, also known as Hill 1 now. So you should be able to tell where you are roughly in the Echo vicinity. As soon as you go, if you reach the hilltop and you start going down, you've gone too far. Does everyone understand how I got to Echo here? In this scenario.
Roger.
Yes.
Right. So what you want to do is just keep this in mind whenever you have found your position, and you'll figure out when we get to the actual practical part. Finding your position is quite a expensive moment of time. Like literally it takes you a while to figure out where you are, and you don't want to be doing that every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes whenever you got lost again. So once you've found your position on the map, it is almost crucial that you remember where you are, and you can only do that by using the terrain, by reading the map good, and by identifying when you've gone too far or when you're too short based on all kinds of terrain features that you've just studied on the manual. So the map, the relief features, forests, symbols, towns, power lines, whatever you've got, anything you see can be used. So just to re-summarize, to actually do land navigation, you need 3 things: objective, your location, routing. Any questions on that? On any of it?
Negative,
No,
Alright, sweet. Then the actual FTX as we're gonna do it. If you look towards bearing 310, there's a lovely map marker there, or map. Once you walk up to it and you activate it, you will get randomly teleported to the actual area. Don't do that yet. Whenever you get teleported, it is your objective to do the following. 1. Find your own location without moving too much. Like literally you can move 10 meters max. But find your own location and report it to me by using a map marker on your location in a 8-digit and calling your name in the chat. I'll make sure I'll disable my TeamSpeak radio so I can actually hear whatever everyone is saying. So you report in using your 8-digit grid where you are, and you report in with your name so I know who to look for. If I confirm you, you can start heading towards your objectives. Out of all these objectives that are marked, you have to visit 3 objectives. So you can pick any you like, but I would advise picking the closest one because walking is boring. Alright? So pick the closest one for your own sake. Let's say if you get teleported anywhere between Alpha Bravo, you know, most likely you would go Alpha Bravo Charlie or Alpha Bravo Echo or Alpha Delta Echo, but you would not go Alpha Hotel Bravo or any other weird combination that, you know, forces you to cross the map 10,000 times for your own sake. So what you have to do is you have to visit 3 locations. At each of those locations, you have to call in, reporting when you are standing near the ammo box. There's a big green ammo box like on the public server. Can't explain it better than big green ammo box. Your job is to find it. Please note that the box does not necessarily have to be in the center of the grid where the marker is located. It can be anywhere within the blue square. And it's semi-random as well, so I cannot tell you where it is. Apart from, of course, looking along, and I roughly know which ones are where, because some are static. Any questions on what you have to do?
No, sir.
Negative.
Sweet. Then, in that case, everyone walk up to the board, teleport yourselves out of here while I disable my TeamSpeak and relog TeamSpeak.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, can everyone hear me now? Sweet. Alright, nice. Apparently don't have to restart it anymore. Sweet.
User joined your channel.
Then good luck finding your own locations.
Can I move to a higher ground?
Let me just check real quick. Most likely not too much, but only if you don't move too much. Let me just check everyone's location real quick.
Are you currently like mid-training?
Yeah, kinda.
Too late to jump in?
How much do you know about land nav already?
I did a little bit with, I did a mortar training. It was kind of like land nav, like calling out coordinates and stuff for mortar drops.
Yeah, no, literally, I think I went over everything. We're just doing the final practical portion right now, so even though I'd like to say yes, I think it's just slightly too late, like literally split second too late.
Fair enough.
You should be lost. As for Oliver, I don't think you actually need to get much higher there. I think you're actually in a pretty good spot to determine your location without the use of higher ground. You've got some pretty interesting features around you that you can use already.
Yeah, I see someone else.
Yeah, you like I said, you'll probably see some other people's, but just look at all the features. I just checked them out near you. There's a couple of features that should help you identify where you are without too much elevation requirements.
Somewhere on the road.
Who was that? 4. Let me check. Try not to move too much though. You don't actually need elevation. Same goes for you. I don't think you actually need the elevation. Also, there's 2 or 3 guys close to try not to bump into each other. Try to do it all by yourself. Yeah.
Distracting. I'm kidding.
Let me see. Oh, Gage, you actually have something, man. You've got to your right, or south-ish, you should have some features. Literally, we picked this region because everyone always has something that you can work with. Also note that the absence of features is also a feature. You know, if there's no forest, you can eliminate parts where you're not, if you know what I mean. So the fact that there's no mountain close can help you out. The fact that there's no forest close can help you out. If you're... exactly, there you go, you have something.
I just...
Depends. If you have power lines on it, then yes, black line.
I'm a genius, I just figured out a genius way.
This guy.
Private Oliver, that is.
You don't have to, for. Honestly, you don't have to. Again, check around. I see Summers and Scott are having some quality time up the hill there. Private session. Literally, the whole compass is facing the direction that you're looking. If you're pointing your compass at something in the game, then the one on your map is pointing in exactly the same direction, always. So if you rotate, just try it out, you know. If you face towards one direction, turn around and you will see your compass change on the map as well. Let me see if I can see markers in the app and spectate, but yeah. I can Zeus as well, so I can. Literally just gonna check the here marker and just... let me check here marker. Just app inspect it again. It gives me a marker to match up with it. There's no guessing, man. There's, like I said, finding your own position is something that takes time and will require some quality time of yourself. Nope, you're not at the here marker. I can tell you that much. There's actually no one at the here marker, so... Like I said, don't underestimate how long it might take you to find your own position. Some positions on the map are harder to find than others. So after you've found your own position, you will see that you will pretty much fly through the rest of the course without too much problems. Finding your own position is actually the hardest part of the whole course. No, it's fun. It's, you know...
Check.
You'll get there. I see a marker, let's see. Mr. Oliver, let's see, map grid 0, what's that? 86? Whatever, it's good. Please remove the marker. Yep, you're correct, Oliver, so you can start heading towards your objectives. Mr. Oh my god, I've got such a tall spot. Oh, you're not. That was Oliver G. Still got... Literally, guys, the only hints I can give you guys is look around and see what you've got. If you're standing on a high hill, or if you've got a hill somewhere behind you, just look at the map. You know, how many high hills do you have? Like, there's not that many. If you can see very far, that means that you're really high. So that means, you know, if you're at the top, like Mr. 4 is going towards the top, like he was not there earlier, but it doesn't matter, I guess. You know, you should now be able to tell which mountain you're on, Mr. 4. You know, there's only so many. The here marker that is now marked is not correct. Whoever marked a new here marker. I don't know, but That's not you. You're... No, it's not you. Let's just keep it simple. You're looking for the right things, but it's not you. Like, you're totally looking for the right feature there, Ark, but you're not in that spot. Try to look around you. Do you see anything... let's see. Because the one that you marked is pretty bold. There's no forest or anything. Like, is there any forest near you? And try to find it again. Yeah, I see you. I'm spectating. Look around you. There's some stuff on your right. Yes. Alright, wait. Alright, stop moving. If you see that, look ahead and find with your compass the crossing between the power line and the road. That is that's a major help there. Alright, so you see a crossing between a power line and a road. Aim your compass right at it and start marking down all crossings between power lines and roads in that area. All of them, like literally all of them. And then start drawing lines parallel to your compass based on that feature. Then try to find anything else that you can see and try to see if you can draw an X from that. It should give you your location quite fast. Alright, Mr. Ford, did you figure out which mountain you're on top of yet? No, I'm not saying this easy, guys. And literally, again, some people have easier positions than others. So even if you hear everyone else, being ready, it doesn't mean that you're doing bad. It just means that your spot might have been harder than someone else's. And it doesn't help me to just tell you, you're there. That's not... The whole part of this is trying to figure out the terrain and try to see where the frick did I land up, Say again? Terrain with a dot? That peak, yeah.
Private Oliver just found...
Usually indicates a name for the mountain. So, the peak, Mount Amoni, peak, Mount Ajas Minas, mountain peak, named mountains mostly, Pearsos. Yep.
Private Oliver just found the first box. Delta.
Eyes on Oliver. Yep, confirmed. Good job there. Wow, you're fast, man. Yeah, proceed to next. As far as Summers and Scott goes, you guys were extremely close, so I'm gonna call that as good enough for me. If you know what I mean. 4, you're definitely not there. How can you think that you're on there when you're on top of a mountain and that marker you just placed is in a valley? Like how? Yes, so try to find where you are.
Top of the hill.
Roughly, yeah, but let me just try to see if you have any features that potentially are extremely hard. Alright, literally try to find, you can see a road. You can guess its direction by trying to face alongside of it or parallel to it and try to see what way is the road going. Is it a road that's going northwest, east to west, south to north? What direction is that road roughly going? Then try to find on the map all roads with a well-paved surface, so it has to be a wide road, that follows roughly that direction. Try to find areas like that. Then try to find something, for Mr. Gage that is a relatively open area. It's relatively flat around you. I mean, if you look around you, you'll probably see some flat lands. Then right in front of you, you've got a big mountain that's quite long, and it runs in a certain direction again. It's not the way you're facing, but it runs in a 90-degree facing with that. Again, it's a pretty elongated mountain, so you should be able to find that, especially with that facing. Towards your left, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I think you can. There's another small hill or mountain with a house on top of it, right? I'm not sure where. I think it's roughly 12 o'clock-ish right now, or maybe 11, 10 o'clock-ish. There's a hill with a house on top of it. You see that?
Way off in distance.
Yep, way off in distance. Like, you don't have to look closely. Like, literally, that's another big peak there. That it's jutting out. Even though it's far away, you can still see it's a big mountain. So that should also be something that you should be able to recognize. So you got a building on top of it. It's quite bold. So again, hill with the mountain and a building on top of it. Road, pretty long mountain ridge to your south. I think I already gave it away there. Checking. Oh, no, it's fine. Let me see. I don't see any markers, Arc, so try again inside chat.
So we're putting on markers inside chat?
Yeah, preferably, so I can actually see them. I see Mr. Scott has reached the box. Good job for you. You're free to proceed. Whoever put the here marker, that's all the way up top, right near Abdera. Yep, that is unfortunately not you. You are looking for the right feature, but you're looking at it in the wrong order. So let me see if I can help you out with that. Starting from your current position, Arc, you've got the road first, and then you've got the power lines, right? So looking at it, you've got the road first, and then you've got the building, and then you've got power lines. You see that? Like, even though there's poles alongside, yeah, so you've got the road first, then some open area, a building, and then power lines. So looking at the map, you're looking for anywhere where the power lines, like, there's not that many power lines in this area, so I think there's 2 or 3 running in the area. You're looking for somewhere where the power line's running left to right-ish. You're looking for somewhere where the road and the power lines are separated by some open area and a building. There's some trees and some rocky areas to your left, which, you know, it's some rocky area mostly. And also to your right, there's also some trees and some rocky areas. You're standing on a hillside, and if you look in the far, far distance, you can see some mountains. Again, it's not close by, but, you know, you're looking into a valley, then a big mountain with a big tower on top of it. And then even further in the distance, you see a next mountain. Yeah, exactly. I think that, you know...
This definitely make you stand here scratching your head for a minute.
Ooh, you're getting closer. Like, literally, you're almost there. Again, try to triangulate yourself a bit more. 4, that's definitely not you. Like, not even close, Mr. 4. Must be Mr. 4. Let's see. You are on a high point looking down a valley. There's a big road there, like the biggest road out there, with a bridge. So you need a very big road with a bridge. And again, you're standing on a mountain and you moved, so you don't necessarily have to be looking towards the inside of the box. Let's see, Snow, where are you at? Summers is correct, by the way, Summers. I do not see a marker for Snow, but Summers is correct. But you got yourself there, Summers, like I said. Finding your position, guys, again, is the hardest point. Finding your position is honestly the hardest point of it all, especially in some areas where you deprecate it from roads. Like literally, you guys are all lucky, but I've seen some people getting dropped off at some really bad places where even took me a while to figure out where they were. Like, even to be able to give them a proper hint was hard. For Mr. Scrooge G, you're moving a lot, and you're moving outside of the box. Mr. Zeus does not like that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw lightning bolts at you, but just be aware that you're moving outside of the box, and not like by a few meters. I'm talking like a few 100 meters here. I'm nice. Sorry. Mostly because I think you guys are invulnerable, so even if I strike him down, nothing will happen. Let's see. Snope, nope. Again, for Snow, I think you're already kind of semi-top spot. Try to read the terrain. Like, how is the terrain shaped around you? Is it going down? Is it going up? I know you're in a tough spot, so what you might want to do is try to get a little bit better sighting over the rocks. So just try to move away from the rocks a little bit towards the I don't care which direction. So you get a little bit better view of what's going on around the rocks. Like, you know, in a normal scenario, you will be able to walk around the rocks or at least get a little bit of a peek over the rocks in order to determine your location slightly more accurately. And then if you look, yeah, and if you then look closely, you should see what you've got facing anywhere you're facing, towards whichever way you're facing, you've got some sort of valley, and on the adjacent side, you've got a very open ridgeline. You know, the valley has some trees. Then you've got an open ridgeline with a, handful of buildings, I think, to see there. You should be able to even see some outskirts of a town towards the current direction that you're facing. You've got a pretty big hill on your left-hand side. Again, it's quite far away, but you can see the distinct hill, and it's the same hill that Mr. Gage is looking at. So it's kind of far away, but in the distance you see one hill with a building on top of it. Yep. Oh, no, sorry, man. But you're getting close. You're looking for the right features, but the road that you marked is going from west to east, and I can give you the hint that yours is more of a south to north, like... Yeah, so exactly. Try to find a more southwest to northeast road instead of that one. Alright, so for snow, like literally the only hints I can give you, there's a hill and there's the valley with the farmlands, and if you're lucky you should be able to see some outskirts of a town, but I'm not sure if you can see that based on your graphical settings.
Private Oliver is at box echo. Second box.
Eyes on. Yep, good job, Ollie. Continue. Ooh, let's see. Oh no, that's 4. Oh, nope, sorry, 4. How can you be there? Again, it's a low point. You're on a freaking high point. Get yourself to a higher ground. Like, start looking for higher ground features. No. Mr. 4 already cheated here. Mr. 4, I cannot make it more easy for you. You've got this super big road. You've got this super big town, and still you failed to find out where you are. That's fine. Like literally, you're not in the toughest position out of all people I've watched so far, so you should be able to figure it out. You've got a big town, you've got a big road, you've got some compounds, you've got this hill you're standing on. I cannot give it away more easily. Almost. Well, I can, but I won't. Yep. I think you're... Oh, yeah, the one at Delta is kind of hard to find if you're coming in from the wrong angle, so you might have to just do some circles around the area to try and see if you can spot it. If I recall correctly, the Delta box is somewhere near some rocks and a tree. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can find it near your location. I think I spotted it. It's more to your north-ish. So back to where you came from, Summers that was, I believe, near Delta. Let's see. Oh, you just bumped into someone. Not sure who that was. I'm ready for it. Is it the I am here marker? Then I have to disappoint you, man. There's no one at the I am here marker.
That would be me, so I'm disappointed.
No, you're not disappointed. Then you know, I have to disappoint you. Sorry, that's not where you are. I can give you a hint that you're not in the upper right corner. So you're not in the up. If I divide the whole blue box in 4 squares, you're not in the upper right, but you're more in the bottom left area. No, it's towards your east-ish. Like I think Mr. Scott is also looking for that box. So you've got now 2 guys looking, trying to find it. You're free to cooperate on that box, but after that, try to split up again. Pushed 4, I'm absolutely sure you're in the box. Hey, Mr. Skaruki actually found himself. Good job, Kanuki.
Oh, I think I just figured it out.
There we go. It's like a puzzle, guys. It's like, you know, puzzle.
Yeah,
it's like one of those escape games. Escape 48, you know, you have 48 minutes to find yourself and get out of here. I'll put a chopper ready.
I love it. I love 7th Cav.
Oh, this is a slightly bigger room, you know. Sorry for that. Let's see who's probably wrong. Oh, Mr. Gage, you are damn close. If that dot is yours. All right, you're pretty much 100 meters offset to it, but it's close enough for me. You roughly figured that out. Wait, one. Let's see. Gage, you're there. Good. Continue. Snow. I do not see any markers near you. Oh wait, Snow, you are closer now. A lot closer. But I would put you on the other side of the valley. Hint. Always giving it away. Other side of the valley, but doing it. Yep. Yep. If you find out where you are and I cleared you on that, then you can head to any destination like you like. Try not to get lost because you just found out how precious that time can be. You know. Yes. Yep. I see you. Literally, the dot is where you at, and then anywhere else, like the dot is currently where you're standing, and then other than that, you'll have to figure it all out yourself. Like I cannot guide you anything more apart from answering questions on the equipment that you had. Like yes, like literally things that you can do, especially in friendly terrain, is you can use roads to your advantage. Like you know where the road goes, you can find it easily on the map. You want to find features that you can find on the map easily, so you don't get lost again, or at least you want to keep track of where you're going and backtrack to those safe points if you get lost again.
Doing it right now.
Snow, nope. Try the other side of the valley. Yeah, go for Ark. Oh my god. Let's see, Ark, you are close. You are extremely close, but you're offset by a little bit too much. It's about 200 meters too much. But you're getting close. Like literally, don't deviate too much from that idea. You're roughly in the right zone there. If you're absolutely sure which house that is, then you should be able to find out where you are right now. Just plot a line from the house to your own location, and you should be able to tell where you are. Like equal distance from you to the road, and the road to the house gives you your location. Because I think you got it figured out, Ark, but like it's also important. Nope. We're not playing the nope game here, man. Try to get it right once. Draw the line with your compass facing that building. One line, and you should be able to figure out roughly where you are based on that one line.
Private Oliver's at the final box.
Yeah,
Foxtrot.
exactly. That's the point.
Foxtrot.
Yep, eyes on Foxtrot. That is Oliver's last, right?
Yep.
Alright, wait one. I'll spawn you the. Let me just get you out of there. Let's see. What would you like to play with, Mr. Let's see what we'll give you to play with. How well are you with? Let's see, Foxtrot. Where's that box at again? Alright, at the compound, I'll spawn you something. Just walk up to the compound there. Let's see, something to play with. Empty. Something that can fly. Just give me 1 sec, Snow. I'll check you out in a sec. How about that thing? Does that work out for you, Mr. Oliver? Do you play around with that?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Go enjoy yourselves. Try not to crash it though. Those respawns are rare. For the index here pretty much, but that was pretty good from all of you. Some of you managed to get all objectives, some of them not. Again, it doesn't say how good you did, other than practice your skills. I think everyone should be able to master at least the terrain features, finding yourself in terrain and navigating through it. Especially on beforehand, this class is usually underestimated. Like everyone thinks it's easy. How bad can it be? But it always proves during the actual physical exercise that it's really hard to find yourself on the map.
Is there any videos out there that cover this part of the training?
There's a video, and I believe Mr. Gage has it, that will provide extra additional info on the training.
This is Mr. Gage, and that video only went over cutting down the grids into smaller numbers.
No, I know there's actually a video or a few of videos on how to locate your terrain and how to determine where you're going and stuff like that as well. But I'd have to find the actual video to that, so I might need some more time for that.
If we just do a search on YouTube for 7th Cav vids, we'll probably find it.
Yeah, 7th Cav vids, or just look for Arma 3 land navigation, training unit day 2, or any keywords like that. Yeah, go for it.
Permission loop, so I can go ahead and start doing
Yeah, just literally, if that was it for me, so just make sure you post your roll call, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you post roll call and or reply to the PMs that I've sent you if you graduated your bootcamp. So make sure you post roll call or do that. And other than that, I hope you guys have fun. Literally, wait one. because MCC wants to go anyway, so let me just get out. Alright, MCC is starting literally right now because I'm giving the server to Hutch if he's not in one already.